Hello, everybody. My name is Emanuele Molteni, and I am the Chief Product Officer of WebRatio. WebRatio is an Italian company that has been founded in 2001 as a spin-off of the Polytechnic of Milan, that is one of the most important universities in Italy. And the company builds, develops, and sells WebRatio, that is our product. So the name of the company is the same name of the unique product the company sells. So what is WebRatio? Just in a few words. WebRatio is a model-driven development tool that is based on two visual models that we will cover later, just in a minute, and allows you to build your custom enterprise web application. The web applications are SOA web application based, obviously, on BPM, but also on BPM, because you can also build application that starts from just the integration with SOA or just a port or something like this. Another important aspect of WebRatio is the agile development process that you use to develop your application. With WebRatio, you just start simple and very rapidly building and obtaining a prototype of your application with just a few hours of work. And then you make this prototype evolving during the time to the complex and final, in the final application, final solution. The models and this agile development process allows you to automatically generate, starting from the tool, all the code of your final solution. The code that is generated is standard Java code without any proprietary component, so it can be deployable in any execution environment. Last thing is WebRatio has a BPM part that you can use to implement your processes, and as this its own BPM engine. You can use the standard BPM engine, or you can also leverage using the integration with external BPM engine. For example, you can use the integration with the typical active matrix BPM engine or the EBM process server BPM engine. Now, just other few words about WebRatio. WebRatio, we like to call WebRatio a fertile environment that allows you to design, build, and maintain your custom web application. Here there is a picture that describes three important things of WebRatio. The first thing is the 3 steps that we're going to cover in a minute that you use to develop the application using WebRatio. The other thing are the guys that interact with WebRatio. We have the analysts that cover the definition of the application using the models. And then we have also these guys that are the geeky guys that are the guys that implement the more technical part of the application. Here, the main idea is that the customer has an idea, wants a particular application that here is represented by an apple. The analysts start building the solution, start designing the solution, building this tree. These guys I'm sorry about that. I was one of these guys. They are under the ground, but it's just because they simply feed the roots of the tree by adding new functionality and new custom components to the environment to produce the final solution that is the tree with all the apples that the customer has in his mind. So here the important thing is the separation between the analyst part that is up the ground and the geeky part that is always an important part. So WebRatio allows you to generate the application, to generate all the code of the application, but it's not magic. There is some need to implement your custom solution in terms of, we will see later, in terms of, for example, the visual identity you want to apply to your solution or the custom integration with the legacy system of the customer. So these guys allows the analyst to implement all these features. So just take a look to the 3 steps that that we see in the first picture. The first step is capture the business requirement and translate them into abstract and technology-independent models. These models are 2 models. They are BPM models, so BPM notation to define all the aspects that belongs to the process definition, so a standard BPM notation, and an application model that uses WebML, a language called WebML, that is a language that has been invented and patented by WebRatio and the Polytechnic of Milan, that allows you to define all the aspects that belongs to the definition of the application. WebML is actually a proprietary language, so invented, I told you, by the company. But just in these days, in Reston, Virginia, while my colleagues are at the OMG, because WebML is becoming a standard. It will not be named WebML, but it will be named IFML, that stands for Interaction Flow Modeling Language, and it will be the language used to define any user interaction in any application, from web to mobile to desktop and so on. WebML is the core of WebRatio, obviously, and as I said, is a specific modeling language for defining application. It's really simple. It's based on the concept of components that are called units and allows you to define contents and operations that you make available inside the application. Here you can see a little piece of model. Then these components, these units are binded together, connected together by means of arrows that allows you to define interaction. And these components works on another model that is the content model that allows you to define how the data are managed and how the data retrieval is done. WebRatio and the language come with a really large set of this unit, of this component, but is extendable. So you can write your own component. You can write your own unit, your own component here, simply by taking any piece of code you have just written in Java and wrapping it inside one of these units. This is what we have done for the social integration part that we are going to cover today. So here you have all the components. Here you have a lot of components that are built in inside the tool. You have a lot of other components that you can download from our online store. And this is the piece of component, the piece of extension that we have done for the social integration that goes from Facebook to Twitter to LinkedIn to Google+, and so on. You can connect to a lot of social platforms, social networks. So the first step is define the model. Define how your application is built in terms of model, processes, and then how these processes are implemented using WebML. The second step is the customization of the model. Of the way the solution is going to be generated, in terms of custom components, something that we have covered before, and in terms of layout templates. So in terms of the visual identity you want to apply to your web application. Just to give you an idea of the richness of the application you can generate, you can take a look to the acer.com portal that is done completely with WebRatio. So you can have an idea of the complexity and the richness of JavaScript and of the layout that you can achieve. Then the third step, that is let's say the obvious step, is taking the model and taking the customization the way you want to generate the application. You just click on a button and you let WebRatio generate all the code of the application. So we have said that the code that is generated is a standard Java code. That uses all the latest technology in terms of user interface, in terms of HTML5, CSS3, something that has been also presented from my colleague, from you just before. That can be deployed as a standard Java web application in any deployment environment, from on-premises or in the cloud. This is a standard Java application. Now we are going to take a look to the demo, to the real core of this presentation. That is here with the resolution we need a little bit more of space here, okay? The application we are going to present is not the application we are going to use tomorrow, but let's say that is it's a more complex application than the one you're going to use tomorrow, but it's a voting application. In which a conference manager is going to plan a new conference. You know it, Bruce. Is going to plan a new conference, and then is going to ask to vote for the best talk inside the conference, and is asking to the social networks, in this case Facebook and Twitter, to give their feedback, and so after the feedback, after the monitoring of the feedback, like comments and likes on Facebook, he can decide which is the winner talk and then publish it on the social networks. Here you can see that the process is really simple, the process on which the application is based. So the conference manager starts and plans a new conference. And in this activity, he simply defines the information of the conference you want to publish. Then the next step is to post the conference details and the conference talks directly on Facebook. Here you can see that this task has been marked as Facebook connected, let me say, just to say that this will be the result of this particular activity will post something to Facebook, will be integrated with Facebook. Next, it's time to begin spreading the word about the conference and asking for feedback. And so here there is an integration in which the conference manager can publish a tweet on Twitter saying that the conference is published on Facebook, and then asking and searching for followers and tweeters with different searches to go on the Facebook page and and vote for the best talk. After that starts a monitoring phase in which the conference manager see and gain all the feedbacks from the social network. And after that, he decides which is the winner talk. And so he publishes on Facebook and Twitter the winner, and then the process simply ends. Now, let's take a look to the application. Let's take a look to the generated application, and then I make you an overview of how this application has been implemented using WebML and using WebRatio. We have seen the process, but we'll see also the WebML part. So here we have the login page in which we have Bruce Silver or Emanuele Molteni as conference manager. Let's log in as Emanuele Molteni. And this is the user desktop in which the user can interact with the process. He can start a new process system, take in charge of the working item. Here it's an empty list, but here a list of all the working items and so on. Since this is a process application that is binded to the social networks, the first thing that you need to do here is to log in all the social networks we have defined inside the application. So here we have Facebook, and clicking login, we are simply granting access of this application to my Facebook page in particular. And here we have also the same for Twitter. Here we are asking Twitter the authorization. Here we are going to be redirected to the Twitter application in which we'll see all the grants we are giving to Twitter. And by authorizing the application, we are now redirected directly in the user desktop, and now we are able to start the process. So here we have the list of the processes we can start. We click on Plan a New Conference, and here we are in the task Prepare Conference, in which we can define some of the information that describes this conference, from the name, the location, the start date, the hashtag that we will use to make the first search on Twitter for all the Twitter users that tweet something about this conference. And here we have the chance to load the list of all the talks reading from an Excel file. We click on load, we load all the talks, and then we can complete this activity and go on inside the process. The next activity is post-conference talk on Facebook, in which here we have a text that will be used to post on Facebook that is filled with the information of the conference we have created. And here we have the list of the talks that we have added. And then here, by clicking on Finish, we are going to post on our Facebook page, on my Facebook page in this case, the information of the conference. In particular, here we are saying that we hope that Facebook is working. Here we are creating a post on the Facebook page, and for each talk that we have created for our conference, we are creating a comment under the post. So all the users can add new comments or can like directly a comment to say that they are liking the talk related to that comment. Now it's going to create. In the meantime, I can show you how this particular task, so the post-conference talk on Facebook task, is implemented using WebML, using the visual language without writing any code. So here we can move from the process definition to its implementation in WebML. And here you can see that here we have this white box that is a page, the page named post-conference talks on Facebook. Inside this page, we have these little blocks, where each block is a unit. We have a unit to show the details of the conference. We have a unit that show a form filled in with the text that we are going to post on Facebook. And this is the component that build the text, taking the information of the conference. Here we have the chance to define also some rich internet interaction. So this is the pop-up that I show you that shows the list of all the talks. And this is just defining inside the model. And here we have the core of this implementation that is the integration with Facebook. So we have this component that take the information of the post and post to the current user wall, create the post. And then for each conference talk, this is a loop, he's going to post a comment and connect the comment directly to the post he has created. After this has been finished, the activity is completed and the process goes on. So here, everything was fine. So we have continued inside the process. We are in the activity find and tweet conference user. And if you take a look to my Facebook wall here, we have a post with the text we have created with a list of all the talks of this conference. So just suppose that now we are making some likes, okay, or adding comment and so on. And now we are trying to spread in the word about the conference by posting a tweet on our page or searching for other users with custom searches. So we can search for example, all the people that made a tweet with the hashtag bpmNEXT. So here we are connecting to Twitter and we are getting the user that has done one of these tweets. The main idea here is that we find the user we are interested in and we post a tweet on our profile, but we can also send a direct message to all the users we have chosen to notice them that we are posted a new post on Facebook, so asking them to vote for this post. So here we have some user. I'm not spamming anyone here. I'm just trying to find myself. WebRatio. Say this. I hope to find myself. This is the, okay. Okay, I add myself to the sending, so I am an invited tweeter. I click on finish. And now I can take a look here that I posted this tweet on Twitter and with the link directly to the post. And here I can find that I also have a direct message with please give a like to this post and the same message also directly to the user. Now start the monitoring phase of the process in which, and here I just a timer with 1 minute to the activity of monitoring to start. Just be patient. Come on. Okay. So start the activity, check likes and comments and choose winner. I start this activity and then here I have always the information about the conference. And here I have the list of all the comments for the post I have created. And here I have in real time the chance to see each vote that is coming, each like that is coming from Facebook. I have the chance to order by the most voted. And then at any time, as a conference manager, I can choose the winner here. And then by clicking on finish, some one of you will be happy like this. Clicking on finish, I'm posting the winner on Facebook. I'm posting a tweet on my Twitter page saying that I've published the winner, and I'm also sending direct messages to all the involved users saying that the winner has been chosen. So here, I say this is the winner. So if I go back on Facebook, I see that the winner of the bpmNEXT conference is this talk. On Twitter, I have the same information here. Come out and check the winner, and the process ended. Here, an important thing to notice, the last two things to mention here that are quite interesting are that the application that we have generated has been completely generated with WebRatio and with the component without writing any line of code. This is the first important thing. Another important thing is that this application has a visual identity, has a layout that is pure HTML5 layout, so it's browsable by any device. So you can interact with the application also with your iPad or with iPhone. And for example, if you change the resolution of the screen, you see that the application is responsive and reacts in different way depending on this. And the other thing is that since now to be network safe, Wi-Fi safe, I use a local application. But the same application is also deployed automatically in the cloud by the tool, since I told you it's a standard Java application. And so you can also leverage your application using a cloud deployment. For this example, we are using CloudBees. That is a quite common cloud platform. Thank you very much. If you have any questions.